Welcome to Subject Mentor. In this video, I am going to discuss about introduction to the Python. Firstly, in all programming languages, Python is most easy programming language to understand. So I recommend to learn Python for the early beginners of the programming. Python is general purpose high level programming language. First, I will discuss about why I use term general purpose. Python uses in multiple applications for multiple purposes. For example, it can be used in database applications. It can be used in machine learning applications. It can be used in web applications, and it can be used in many type of applications. It is developed by Guido van Rossum in the year 1989. While developing this Python, he is working at National Research Institute at Netherlands. But it was officially available to the public from the year 1991, and the official date of birth of Python is February 20th, 1991. Python name was selected from a popular TV show BBC, and which was forecasted from 1969 to 1974, and it was taken from the show name called the complete Monty Python Circus. Python is recommended as a first language for beginners. This is the point I discussed in the initial of this video, where I want to show you some differences among earlier programming languages, which are Java programming language and C programming language and Python programming language. I want to show all these programming languages and their differences in terms of writing a code. While in the case of Java programming language, if we want to write a program to print just hello world using Java, we definitely need to create a class, and we need to call a main function public static void main, which is a string args, and in the same way we need to mention system.out.println to print anything in Java. While coming to C programming language, we just need to include standard input output header file, and we need to write main function. In this, we need to write printf hello world to print the output in C language. Where coming to Python, we just need to write print function. In between print function, whatever the content you are going to display, it should be in between double quotation. This is enough to print hello world. So Java, C, and Python, you wrote the program, and for all these three different programming languages, output is just hello world only. So coming to Python, the code to write hello world only single line. While coming to C and while coming to Java, these many lines are required to print hello world in the output screen. For example, let me take another example to print the sum of two numbers in Python. In the case of Java, what I need to do, we need to take the class, we need to define the class, and we need to write the main function, and you need to take two variables. After taking these two variables, you need to initialize the data type and initializing the values, and you need to sum and print using system.out.println. While coming to C programming language, what we need to do is we need to initialize the data type and initialize those values and print the sum in this way. While coming to Python, it is very easy compared to C and Java, where we need to initialize two values, but there is no need to initialize the data type of these values, because Python is dynamically typed language, whereas Java and C are statically typed language. So in C and Java, we need to initialize the data type before we are going to use the variables, where in the Python there is no need to initialize the variables. The Python itself initializes its data type by considering the value which is given to them. So in these two lines also can be written like this: a comma b equal to 10 comma 20. So a is assigned with the value 10 and b is assigned with the value 20, and we can print the sum. So while comparing with these two languages, we can see less number of lines are required to print sum of two numbers. Rusum developed Python language by taking many programming languages features, where coming to C programming language, which is a functional programming language, while developing Python, Rusum have taken the advantages of the features from C language. In the same way, he borrowed the features of OOPS concepts, that is object-oriented programming language features from C++, but not Java, because Python was developed at year 1991, but in the case of Java, it is around 1996. And in the same way, scripting language features from Perl and shell script taken. In the case of Python is modular programming language also, it is taken from the language modular 3. Modular programming language is nothing but the program is divided into different modules. So while answering this small simple questions, a Python is functional programming language, object oriented programming language, scripting programming language, and as well as a modular programming language where we can use Python. We can use Python in many applications. For example, for developing desktop applications. Desktop applications are nothing but these are window-based or system-based applications. We are using calculator in the PC, that is window-based applications. So we can develop such type of applications using Python, or we can develop web applications. We can develop database applications using Python. The network programming application, we can develop games using Python. For data analysis application and machine learning, artificial intelligence applications and IoT and many more applications we can use, because Python supports many modules in machine learning, data science, data analysis, artificial intelligence. That is why we can use all these applications in the case of Python. Thank you very much.